Well, hello. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to change the temperature on a rheem tankless water heater. This one is very popular with us nowadays. We go through a lot of them. Now, if you have the rheem tankless water heater on your newly purchased house, you might have a controller that looks similar to this out in your garage, and you've tried to turn that temperature up and it won't go any higher than 120. It'll go down, but it won't go any higher. Now, before we get going here, I want to tell you why that is. And let's pull out the code book. And I want to read this straight out of the code. So I'm going to pop my little code up here. This is the first one. This one's been on the book for a while. And it says the temperature of a water heater from a tankless water heater shall not be greater than 140 degrees where intended for domestic use. Okay, that's the code that's been there for a while. And so you might go, well, why can't I go over 120? Well, there was an amendment to that code in 2018, and I'm going to bring that one up here. And it says the thermostat of any new residential water heater offered for sale or for lease for the use of a single family or multi-family dwelling in the state shall be preset by the manufacturer or the installer no higher than approximately 120 degrees. So that's it right out of the code book. And there's a lot of misunderstanding there. Now, pretty much as an installer, as your plumber, I can't do anything with that. 120 degrees is where it needs to be when I install it. Now, if you've bought the house, you move in, and you want that water a little bit higher, you can go up to 140. So let me show you how to unlock that. Here's our controller, stuck at 120. This is the way you're going to unlock it. You see the up and down arrow here? What you're going to do is you're going to push this up arrow in and hold it for about 4 or 5 seconds until it starts flashing 140 at you. When it does that, you're going to push that down arrow at the same time and then let go of both of them when it beeps at you. Just like that. Now, 140. This controller, this water heater, is now unlocked. You can go 125, 130, 140, whatever your preference is. Now that you've got your water heater unlocked and you can change those temperatures, there's one more thing I want to tell you. That doesn't only change the temperature, it changes the flow rate on this water heater. This water heater, this rheem water heater here, is what we call an 8.4. Now, there are different numbers, and those numbers pretty much mean its flow rate. So an 8.4 will produce 8.4 gallons a minute of hot water at a 60-degree temperature rise. What does that mean? Well, the water coming at you from your water meter or the pipes underneath your house, they're going to stay about 60 to 65 degrees all year round. So a 60-degree temperature rise on 60-degree water gets us to that 120 mark. At 120 degrees, this water heater is producing as much as it can, which for this particular one is that 8.4 gallons a minute. Now, if you change that temperature and you go up with it, you're changing that temperature rise. And there is a chart for that. But say you go all the way up to 140. What you're actually doing is you're killing the flow rate in this thing, and it's dropping that 8.4 gallons a minute down to about 5. So that's not really a big deal unless you're trying to say take 2 showers. A shower runs at about 2.5 gallons a minute, give or take. So if you're at 140 degrees, you're getting really, really close to that 5 gallon a minute mark, and this water heater might not know what to do in that situation, and it could kick on and off, hot, cold, hot, cold. So you want to keep those flow rates up. But if it's just you and you're only going to run one fixture at a time, that 140 will work just fine for you. I just want y'all to realize that when you're changing those temperatures. But that's it. It's your water heater. You can go all the way up to 140 if you want to. It's not a problem. We read the codes. So enjoy your new water heater.